excitement, pace, and style. Where else can the intrepid traveler find the diversity of culture, climate, and history that's all wrapped up into this tiny place with the giant heart? From all over the world, they come each year, a pilgrimage to a land they have heard about only in stories or seen only in films. For the fortunate few able to afford it, this is a dream come true. The excitement of being in a foreign land mounts as we anticipate interesting sightseeing tours, visiting all those famous places we have heard about. And now our destination gets ever closer. For these fortunate travelers, a holiday of a lifetime starts here. Balham, gateway to the south. Balham, approached through the green, verdant grasslands of Battersea Park. Or, to be more precise, the roads which surround the green, verdant grasslands of Battersea Park. Of course, at certain times of the day, a little local traffic makes the journey to our Mecca much less rushed than usual. And this gives us the chance to linger and soak up the atmosphere. It also enables us to study the natives at close quarters, perhaps even pick up some useful local phrases. And some useful gestures. Balham, being the gateway to the south, has many roads leading to it. So when we wish to avoid the hustle and bustle of the traffic, we have a choice of many less crowded and more picturesque detours. Finally, we reach Balham, gently winding our way along the main thoroughfare. Speed limits are strict here, a maximum of 30 miles per hour, but we are safely within the limit. So now we are here, Balham. Until this moment, it has been just pictures in a travel brochure, words on an airline ticket. Now, it is real. A symphony of sights, sounds, and smells plucked gently on the strings of our senses as our trusty driver sets us down at our destination. And what a glorious journey it has been. Naturally, he thanks us graciously for our generosity. As he knows we are desperate to begin our holiday, he quickly but efficiently unloads our belongings, and all too soon must bid us a hearty farewell. Balham has a wide variety of accommodation to offer, and we have chosen something very typical of the area. Our excitement grows as we wait to meet the faithful innkeeper who shall provide our shelter during the days to come. And we are not disappointed. Yes, Balham has its own special kind of hospitality, evident from the welcome we receive. But now we must rest, for tomorrow an adventure begins. A new day dawns, and we rise eagerly. Waking up in a foreign land is always exciting, and a glimpse out of the window shows the promise of things to come. This first classic view of Balham's pulsating rail system must have been seen thousands of times by travelers from all over the world. It never loses its unique appeal. As is the custom in Balham, our gracious hostess greets us with a hearty breakfast of traditional local fare. However, the excitement of our pending adventure has stolen our appetites, and we politely decline. But she understands, for we must now carefully plan our day's itinerary. A first stop could be the busy station at the center of the metropolis. Here is an opportunity to see the locals going about their daily business. From this station, all Balham is our oyster, with most of the famous sights only a stone's throw away. Just a few hundred yards from the station is Balham's famous marketplace, the market that sells all manner of food and trinkets. And the alert and keen-eyed shopper can pick up almost anything here. As we arrive early in the morning, we find the traders busily setting up their stalls, preparing for a day of thriving commerce. Here we find a local merchant dealing in a much sought-after Balamese curio. His wide selection intrigues us. And after all, it is time to start thinking about gifts for the folks back home. Should we? Why not? Go ahead. What a lovely present for Uncle Jim. As we meander along the throbbing high street, our eyes are tempted by a virtual cornucopia of local native merchandise. Not far from the busy market, we find Balham's thriving industrial center. Here is the industry that put this town on the map. Toothbrush holesmanship.
I carve the little holes in the tops of toothbrushes. It is exciting work, and my family has been engaged upon it since 1957. Ouch. The little holes are put in manually. In other words, once a year. Recently, I was honoured to be able to demonstrate my craft to the Mayor of Balham. He popped by one day for a couple of words. I did not understand either of them.
From holes in toothbrushes, we move to holes in the road, another major industry in Balham. Here we have stumbled upon a workman unearthing part of Balham's vast underground utility system. He warns us to be careful and gently escorts us to safety. But not to worry, the Balhamanians are well known for their ingenuity and working knowledge of high technology. This is the magnificent Ritz Balham, which has recently been renovated and restored to its former glory. Many world-famous stars have walked through its stage door. Household names like the Vic Tuckworth Quartet, Albert Scroggs, Betty and her Performing Fleas, and the celebrated Eugene Quills. Today we are privileged to be here for a matinee performance by Eugene Quills. Such is the enthusiasm of Balham's music lovers that they are subscribing to a fund to send Eugene to Italy, or Vienna, or anywhere. Exhilarated by Eugene's virtuoso performance, we are now hungry to see more of the town. But first, a stop for lunch. There are many charming little restaurants where atmosphere and excellent food abound. Today, we go for a Balham speciality. Many years ago, in this local Balham restaurant, a new type of food was invented. It was called the Bal-hamburger. Eventually, the name Bal-hamburger was shortened to hamburger, and from its humble beginnings, this delicacy became known the world over. Of course, some visitors may not be used to the local cuisine. After lunch, it's time to see a little more of the town. here is the great park, covering nearly half an acre. This is the old fountain, donated to the park as long ago as 1928. The children of Balham traditionally meet here and sit around while their trim nursemaid reads them a story.
With one bound, she was by her side. Nora felt his hot breath on her cheek as he ripped the thin silk from her voluptuous young body. Was this to be the night she had waited for so long? Was this it finally going to happen? Who could tell? Soon his powerful young body was pinning her to the four-poster. He could hardly tell what was happening.
For as long as anyone can remember, Balham has been an important centre for world sports. Today we have happened along just as a major event is taking place. Can you guess what it is? Yes, you're absolutely right, of course. It's the Find a Telephone Box That Works marathon. The first athlete to find a public telephone that is in working order wins the race. This man has amazing determination, for he has been running in every race for 10 years, and still no fully functional telephone box has ever been found. If anyone ever wins this marathon, he will be a national hero. From the sports arena, it is but a short walk to the Balham University of Mathematics. This pinnacle of learning has for many years been a source of great inspiration to many brilliant Balhamanian scholars. Inside, we can hear a class of students studying enthusiastically.
69. 4 and 4, 17. Legs 11.
From the academic world, we take a journey into the past and visit old Balham to see the architectural splendor of a bygone era. These ancient towers date back to 1960, or even earlier. They remain a mystery to this day because no one knows why they were built. As with Stonehenge, there are various theories as to their purpose. Some suggest that the small box-like compartments were used for storage. Others say they were used as giant rubbish tips, and there is still evidence to support this theory. Some have even said they were dwelling places. This is hard to believe. The towers seem to be too high and too far removed from the rest of civilization. They were certainly not meant to be lived in. So the purpose of these concrete monoliths must remain forever unknown, unless one day someone can decipher the messages in the primitive art murals on the wall. Night falls on Balham. Work is over for another day. Now the nightlife begins. Here we see the town spread out before us in a fairyland of glittering lights, changing all the time. Green, amber, red. Red and amber. And back to green again. Nightlife in Balham. What can one say? It's all here. There are 1,001 things to do. 1,001 exciting night spots to choose from. The place we have selected is renowned in the area for its ambiance and its wide and varied menu.
I'm famished. So am I. Let's see what they've got.
Yes? What can I do for you?
Pilchards.
Pilchards are off, dear.
Oh, baked beans?
No baked beans, dear.
Meatloaf salad.
That's off too.
A pot of tea.
No tea, dear.
Just milk, then?
Milk's off, dear.
Rolling butter?
No butter, dear.
Just a roll.
Bread only, love.
We might as well have stayed at home.
Oh, I don't know. Does you good to have a fling occasionally?
Bernard!
Sylvia.
Oh well, never mind. We did have rather a large lunch, and there's still the cabaret to enjoy.
You have some change for an out-of-work actor?
You don't look like an actor to me.
I wasn't always like this. I could have had class. I could have been somebody. I could have been a contender instead of a bum, which, let's face it, Charlie, is what I am.
My name's Bernard.
Oh, the horror. The horror. The horror.
All too soon, the night's entertainment draws to a close. We have enjoyed ourselves so much, it is later than we think. The St. Quil's parish church clock strikes 6. And the sleepy-eyed Balhamites begin to stir. And so we reluctantly say farewell to this historic borough, with its many pleasant memories, and the words of C. Quill Smith, Balham's own bard, burning in our ears.
Broad-bosomed, bold, becalmed, benign, lies Balham, foursquare on the northern line, matched by no marble save an eastern scene, a rose-red city half as gold as green. By country churchyard, ferny fen and mere, Fort Quill's mute, inglorious lies buried here. Oh, stands the church clock at 10 to 3, and is there honey still for tea?
And it's off, dear.